All right, what's going on? This is Quamon, and I wanted to do this video and talk about completing my CD in a month. Uh, okay, 2 months. So here's the CD. This is my new CD. This is actually my seventh one, and I finished it. I started it. Just went in the studio 5 hours. We knocked out 7 tunes, and that was April 7th. And now it's actually June 7th, and I finished the CD from the mixing, going back and forth with the engineer. He actually uh, recorded it as well, and what happened was um, I had to do a little bit of overdubbing with another at another studio because another guy was doing some video for me, and what I did was lay down some EWI, and I couldn't change any saxophone stuff because we all played in the same room. Actually, I might have corrected some stuff, but I couldn't play it at my home. I couldn't play the saxophone stuff at my house because the mics were different. He has $1,000 mics, so I couldn't even touch it with my stuff, with my $300 mic. So that was not an option. So whatever we did in the studio, that was what we rolled with, and I like that approach because you don't want to make it long and drawn out, and that's how I was able to complete it within 2 weeks. Say 2 weeks, within 2 months, and so pretty much we recorded everything on the 7th, and then over the next um, week weeks we was going back and forth on the mixing. He would share a mix with me. I would listen to it, hear what needed to change, and let him know. Make a list of everything that I heard, and he would make the corrections and send it back to me. We went doing that back and forth, and I needed my piano player to lay down some more strings on some stuff, and also I needed another piano player, a friend of mine, Alan, to actually lay down a piano solo for me. So I did all of that and got it done. Well, they did for me in a timely fashion, and it wasn't long and drawn out. So I was able to get those new tracks to my engineer, and then he put them into the session, and I corrected my stuff, and we made it work. So in the midst of that, I was working on actually the CD design, and I used this website called Design Crowd. This was my first time using them. I usually do 99 designs, but I used them, and I got this done, this design done, and he did a great job, really great job, good, simple design. That's what I was going for with this one. And while we were going back and forth, I finally arrived at a good one that I liked, and he sent me all the files. Of course, we had to kind of do the same process, go back and forth with the actual graphic design, somewhat like how it is with the audio. And once I got my design together, actually, I guess in the midst of that, I found a really good website where I can get my CDs pressed up. So I went to the website, and that's Easy Disc, uh, Easy A. I'm sorry, EASYDISC.com. And I'll try to put the links in the description. And the thing about Easy Disc, man, the pricing is really good because, as time progresses, people are not buying or pressing up as many CDs because everybody's going digital. So you can really get a good deal on getting your CDs for not that much. So so I got that. I got the templates from the website. Went uploaded it into design crowd, once I put my stuff in there, the graphic designer is to put all of the graphic work into the PDF file so that I can submit to ETDIS. So as soon as I got the mixes and mastered music together, and I arrived at a comfortable place with the actual music, I actually well, you get the tracks, the files, and then you upload them into the manufacturing website that you're going to use. And I put also the design, the CD design in there as well. And you just submit it, and then they'll put the whole thing together. Okay. So I hadn't even opened these. See if I can do it with one hand while I hold this camera. Hold on. So I don't think I can. So let me do this. I'm gonna open one and show you the design, because I have to open these anyway and autograph them. So okay, I don't really have fingernails. I don't want to be country and bite it, but I might have to. Let's see. There's a good. They shrink wrapped it. Wrapped it. All right, I got it. So, all right. So it's just a matte finish paper or cardboard, like, and really cool CD design. Really simple. Really simple. Nothing extravagant at all. That's it. Just front back. They call this the jacket design because it just fits on the CD like a jacket, like an album, And good price. So what I'll do, I'll autograph this and put it in my mailer and mail these out on tomorrow. So yeah, it was a great process. I enjoyed it. So I might be able to whip out more CDs now, more projects. If y'all keep buying them, that's the thing. I got to get people to buy them. It's really encouraging because I don't have to pay as much for the CDs. So when you do purchase them, it definitely helps. And of course, I have the digital uh, version in my app. I have it available in my app. So if you want to get the digital stuff, you can get it in my app, QuamonFowler.com app. And I'm doing this on my Jazz Webshed page or Texas Tenor Music Academy page just because this is part of the teaching too. Doing the project, I teach how to play, how to play over changes and play through songs and stuff like that. And now you can actually see me execute or hear me execute on my own project. And this is part of the business too. You get a chance to see your teacher in action and in a setting where I'm creating and over these different types of textures and different types of speeds. I got an up tempo Cuban Latin type slash swing tune that I wrote called Cubana, and I got an island dance which is like a calypso something. Uh, and then I got Body and Soul, which actually has a groove to it. John Green, Body and Soul. It was made popular by. It was made popular by. Uh, I'm gonna just check on my son, see what he up to. I need to turn this light off. Yeah, he going to sleep. All right, I just needed to turn that light off. Um, Lucy Days is a song, is a Brazilian tune by George J. Argyle, and it's a nice one. I'm playing tenor on it. Then I put With You. Actually, his return, I played Iwi. Iwi is that's a nice tune. That's a really slick tune. And then I did With You on alto, one of my original songs. I did a Brazilian samba version of With You, and then the next one I did a With You version with the groove, and I had vocals on it, and of course the words. But yeah, it was cool. I think the next batch, I only got 100 of these. The next batch I'm gonna make are gonna be the blues. So this was my orange design, but I had my designer to create some blue ones, with the blue writing. So I'm gonna see if I look over here at the comments, because sometimes I'll be missing the comments because I don't check it out. It says live chat. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I can see your chat if you do say anything. If not, um, I'll call it a night. But I just wanted to go live on here and share while I had some downtime. And you can get this from my website, QuamonFowler.com / with dash you. And also, I've added some new lessons inside of Texas Tenor Music Academy. Me and Sean Thunder Wallace, a phenomenal multi instrumentalist who is over jazz at Ohio State University. We got some new material that we did together, some lessons that you can check out once you uh, sign up for Texas Tenor Music Academy. Also, let me tell you this: you can, of course, you can check out the free trial, and if you want to sign up for some training, free training, go to jazzwebshed.com, and that's where you can get on our email list and get the training. But I got some special stuff that I can share with you. 21 tip PDF on what to practice, how to practice, just to give you some ideas so you won't ever say, I don't know what to practice. So you can go get that at jazzwebshed.com. And if you're ready to join us, you can go Texas Tenor Music Academy .com. And I'm doing live master classes every Tuesday. So you can be a part of our private group and access those. So a lot of good stuff. I'm growing. I'm learning myself, which is always cool. You know, as I teach, I learn, and I continue to challenge myself. Oh man, see the thing about YouTube, it shows for a little bit, then it'll go away. So I didn't get a chance to see that message. Let me see if I click on this, will it pop back up? Live chat. Okay, I think so. Here it is. He says, as a sax player, what do you look for? It says, as a sax, it went away again. So I'm going to try to see if I can chat viewing options. All right, let me just try to get it again. As a sax player, what do you look for in a bass player? Oh, man, upright bass, a nice, fat, big sound. You know, most bass players around here, Dallas, Fort Worth area, you know, they don't have a sound. That's the deal. You want to have a fat, thick, round, thumping sound on upright. On electric, yeah, you can have a nice sound. That's the biggest deal. Have a nice sound and solid, good timing. You know, and be willing to. I like for a bass player to be willing to be adventurous, and not just stay locked into one particular style or mode. Whereas if we're gonna swing and we can swing, but also be able to go other directions like playing Latin or Afro-Cuban or Brazilian samba, um, just different things. I like the freedom to be able when we got a song that we're playing, not to just play the song the traditional way, but be able to play it in the traditional fashion, but also branch away to get into some other textures or other um, stylistic ways of playing that one song. That's kind of like how we did Body and Soul. We did it with a groove on this album, and it's nice. I liked it. And but yeah, you got to have a bass player that understands the character of playing groove. In addition to understanding the character of swinging, and really communicating with the drummer and connecting with that ride cymbal, the ride cymbal and snare type. That's what's up. That's what I like and listen for in a bass player. My guy who I like here is Young Hio. He's the bass player I use because he has a great sound. He has good timing. He can read. He plays electric too. He's Korean. But he's really good. Really good. Can read anything. Usually, here or just even like in other cities, it's usually the black guys who have the soul, but they play electric, and a lot of them don't play upright. And the thing is, for the black guys that want to swing around these parts, uh, I think it's Texas. It's like, but when you start going to the coast, West Coast, East Coast, it's a little different, especially on the East Coast because they're doing more swinging, more straight ahead. In addition to all of the other styles that they're playing, the groove or neo soul type stuff mixed in with the straight ahead, so they can do both. But in the South, it just tends to be one dimensional. I made this into a whole thing about bass players, but I just wanted to share that. It's pretty hard too when I want to call some people locally. I'm saying when I go to Houston or something, it's hard because the guys who got the best of both worlds, they're usually the ones that are out touring or on doing a lot of top 40 gigs or something. So that's the thing. The party bands are eating up all our good musicians. So when we have a gig where we want to enjoy and play and stretch out, we can't get them because they on a gig making $400-500 with the party band. Even though they don't might not care for the style or that type of music, doing it night in and out. But it's a chunk of money that you get from doing those type of gigs. So it can make it a challenge for those who are more doing more creative, original music, because you don't have no bass players to play it who can really handle it. So what happens a lot of times, sometimes I guess you end up kind of getting stuck where you have to play what they can play. You can't really play what you want to play because you would take them outside of their element. And the worst thing to do is to try to force or push somebody into a place where they feel uncomfortable, and it just makes it feel awkward. They feel awkward and makes uh, the other guys feel awkward because they don't really know how to swing, or they hadn't studied these different styles to know the right feel to put on Afro Cuban or clave or something. So, but that's my little rant. Totally didn't know I was gonna be doing talking about that. This pops up here. Let's see. Oh man, I wish it would stay. Let me see if I can keep these up. I gotta look at the options in here. Chat viewing options. Top chat. Okay. Live chat. Super chat. Super chat is where if people pay, you can actually pay some money to to support your creator. So thank you so much, man. I'm a something. I hear my baby girl in there. Man, I gotta keep. I gotta get on my computer that way I can see it. Rising senior. I'm a 17 and a rising senior. Shucks, it keeps going off, getting off my screen, so I have to keep on pulling it back up. Senior, I'm really pushing on taking my plane. I'm really pushing on taking my plane. That's what I got so far. Live chat. All right, taking my plane on upright and electric to the next level. Man, yeah, and the thing is, you got to play with authentic cats, because it's one thing being 17, you don't have the roots, you're not connected into the roots of the foundation or the foundation of that particular style, and that's very important when you think about swing. Uh, you can play with certain cats who play like cocktail jazz, nice. Uh, Take the A Train, Girl from Ipanema, Autumn Leaves, those stationary type tunes, and that's a start. But I think when you're young, you listen to that kind of music or that type of gig, and might sound boring, and um, you know, but you wanna be able to play with cats who are kind of pushing the envelope or really got some energy, some young guys who like when I was um, in my early 20s or mid 20s, I would go to DC a lot. And my guys out there is Alan Johnson, Quincy Phillips, Chris Fun, Eric Wheeler, Nate Jolly was out there, Romir, Warren Wolf, these guys, Tim Green, these guys, Lee Pearson, they were hitting. And of course, it's a whole new circuit, a whole new scene of cats out there. And I liked it because it was still like a down south type of feel, even though it was DC. I mean, all the cats were cool, and we would really be hitting and stretching and playing progressive tunes, and we was swinging. When I say swing, I'm saying not just swing, ding, ticka, ding, ticka, ding, ticka, ding, ticka, ding, but Latin type stuff, Afro-Cuban type stuff. The thing about straight ahead jazz, they would hit those standards cover a wide range of specific styles from borrowing from South America, the islands, St. Thomas. You got calypso, Brazilian samba stuff, songs. You got, of course, the straight ahead, but you got the boogaloos. You got shuffles. You got all these different type of specific grooves and swing. And so that's why jazz is so important because there's a lot of history and it's a lot of music that's archived for you to study. And these guys put out a lot of information. From the cats like Miles Davis, Sonny Stitt, Sonny Rollins, Oscar Peterson, Phineas Newborn, um, John Coltrane, Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, Thelonious Monk, Hank Mobley, Cedar Walton, All these guys were putting out records and putting out a lot of information, playing on each other's albums and traveling and recording videos and albums and stuff. So it's a lot of good material out there to study. And what I tell young people is you don't want to just listen to the same stuff that everybody else is listening to. I'm saying your age, or listening to just the pop stuff, because the pop stuff has been dumbed down or watered down so much just for the purpose of selling. It's easier to reach more masses of people when the structure and the harmony and melody is singable and simple. You know, it might not be much for someone who is musically educated or has a musical ear, or musicians level of what's hip is a lot deeper than what someone who's not musically educated would prefer. So you always want to be mindful of that. Of course, when you create music, though, you want to be able to have a good balance to where you can appeal to the masses, but at the same time get some satisfaction out of it yourself, to where you feel good about your music that you're putting out. You know, you want to create music. In my opinion, you want to create stuff that's singable, that people can enjoy and have some groove and some feel good about it. But also, you don't want it so watered down to where it's just bubblegum, or like we say, bubblegum music, or just pop. You know, so it's all about the audience. Think about the audience. Who's your audience? Who you trying to target? And you create and play the type of music that you enjoy. Man, let me do this. I need to put this on a stand. I'm gonna put this phone. I just had to plug it up because my battery was down, and I'm just hanging. I really need to go because I got to get up in the morning early to finish this camp. But I wanted to share and let you know about this new CD. All right, but I saw something pop up there. I was wanting to set this up so I could look at my computer and see what you said. But but I'll answer. I'll probably have to answer it in the comment because it's getting late and I need to, get settled down. But thank y'all so much once again. You can go to Texas Tenor Music Academy and check out the stuff there. The new CD with you is available. I'm shipping them out tomorrow. All right. So thank y'all for watching. Have a good rest of your week. And keep shedding, keep getting it together. And as you do, you'll make the whole music community that much more better. All right. So that's it for now. We will see you on another video later. Please like, subscribe, share it, all that good stuff. I didn't hit the right button here. All right. Peace.